So this is the card for today. This is really funny. I pulled this card yesterday after I made the video, and it's like, okay, I'm going a little stir crazy. I want to get out of the house. And so here it is. You know, it's like, here's this dog waiting. It's like, okay, I'm ready for my walk now. And it just really humored me. So I did leave the house today. And what I did was, well, I needed thread. I checked the app for Joann Fabrics, and they had this kind of thread here. This is my go-to thread. I use black thread on everything. I have gone through, oh God, I don't know, 50 or 60 of these things, and so I tried to wait until they're on sale. And for today only, well, maybe it was for a couple days, but it just showed up today. Buy 3, get 3 free. And so whenever that happens, I go ahead and I get 6 of them. And I should be good for maybe a month, something like that. I mean, I can go through some thread. So then after I went to the fabric store, I decided that I wanted to go downtown. I wanted to go see the mall. You know, I wanted to go see what was going on down there, because I figured that everything was going to be closed, and I had to drive through downtown anyway to get over to the storage unit, because, you know, that was my main thing. I wanted to go over to the storage unit. And there was, I cannot find the extra little package of labels that I had printed up for my my bags. And I know I've got 25 more labels, and I thought, well, maybe I just stuck them in something I took over there. Anyway, that's beside the point. I was, you know, I had a destiny. I had a goal. I had to get over to the other side of town to get to the storage unit, because I used to live over there. And anyway, so I get downtown, and my spot is open. You know, I have this handicap spot that I park in every time, you know, if I can get down there. It's real close to the fountain, and, you know, I can get all my stuff down there real easy. So, you know, there's hardly any traffic and whatever. I kind of expected my spot to be there. So I pull in, and there's no homeless. Oh my God, there's no homeless down here. And because they all hang out along the side of the bank, and because they get the cool air in the summer, they get the warm air in the winter, you know, over these grates. And so it's like, oh boy, there's no homeless. This is great. So then there were no vendors, you know, all the stores were closed. The CVS was open. So I walked 1 block up and 1 block down from Central Place. And I read all the notices on the doors, you know, about them being closed and everything. And, you know, for the most part, they said, come to our online store. So I was thinking, okay, well, here it is, the end of brick and mortar. Probably the end of, well, anyway, we won't go there. So then I'm driving down Market Street, and Market Street is the one that goes by the Lee statue, Lee Park, and I used to call it the Battle of Market Street when the Charlottesville thing happened back in August, was it 2017? So I'm driving along there, and all of a sudden I see my friend Lori, and I'm like, oh my God, I haven't seen Lori in months. So she recognizes the car, she recognizes me, so I pull over and we stop. We talk for a few minutes. She won't get within 6 feet of me. She said, I'm keeping my social distance. I'm like, okay. You know, that's cool, you know, because I'm I put myself in quarantine. And she says, what do you mean? You're out here. I said, well, you know, or she said, what, do you have it? I said, no, I'm at a high, I'm in the high risk group, so I'm not gonna, I'm self quarantining. Basically, I'm just not gonna, be out in the world, whatever. And so we had a nice little, conversation. Her sister used to live in Manhattan, and she loves New York, and she just really she did freelance work, some kind of graphic arts for magazines, and of course that was all drying up and everything. So she moved down here, sold her apartment up there, and she has not been happy here. I mean, it's so quiet and it's so, anyway. So I said, well, how's Meredith doing? Is she glad she's not in New York anymore? And she said, well, she's glad she's not in New York right now, but she misses New York, And so then I went over, did the storage unit, and then I went over to see my dad's tree. Because over at City Walk, the apartment building that he and I lived in for the last 2 years of his life, when he died in the parking lot, in the parking garage. And it was, anyway, I made a video about it. And so they planted a tree in his honor. They put a plaque and everything, because he was just a real social person. He had to talk to everybody. He had to find out. I mean, he had a sparkle in his eye. He lived at 92, for heaven's sakes. So, so I stopped to see Dad's tree. It is a thundercloud plum, and it's only a couple years old now, but it's it's doing pretty good. They're taking good care of it, and it was in bloom, so that was sweet. So then I took a long road home, just to see what some of the new construction, how it's doing. All these new apartment buildings are building here, there, everywhere. And so then when I got home, I just felt like totally non-motivated. I got this crystal out because I'm thinking about making my pyramids again. I've got all the stuff I need for it. But I'm just not motivated to do anything right now. It's only day 4 and I'm already feeling kind of like cabin fever. Like this little sweetheart here. Take me outside. It's time to get out. So, anyway, my sister sent me some pictures of her parking lot. And I think she said there were about a dozen people there. She works in scholarships and tuition down in, UVA administration. So she's still going into work because she opens the mail. She can't do it from home. They're trying to get her to do the things from home that she can do from home, but she doesn't want to work from home. So anyway, day 4, and one more thing I wanted to say is, while I was sitting outside today, I noticed, they're delivering lunches, and the lunches that they were delivering were being made by a restaurant in Belmont, and I thought, oh, this is great, because the restaurant's probably closed now, so I wonder how many other restaurants are making food for shut-ins and elderly and stuff like that. Of course, I said no, I don't need any lunches, so that's fine. I was thinking it was going to be all institutional food, but if it's coming from a nice restaurant, it might have been worth it. So anyway, video's gotten too long. Be back tomorrow.